Alright, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. As part of the Rankin Technical College AWD, or Application and Website Development Program, and in particular, the AWD1111.NET Framework with Web Databases class, I've been doing a series of video presentations. I've done several based on every chapter in the textbook for the class, that being Pro ASP.NET MVC 5 5th edition, and A Press book by Adam Freeman. And I've done all 27 chapters. Chapters 7 through 13 have an actual MVC project in them for a mythical sports store called Sports Store. And before we get into that, I've been going over a couple of tutorials. I've did a 4-part series on getting started with Entity Framework 6, Code First using MVC 5. And now I'm doing getting started with Entity Framework 6 Database First using MVC 5. Still in the first lesson, and I had some problems. So what I've decided to do is the following. I'm going back to here. I've created a thing just called Contoso University, and I'm going to put the tables in like this. So I'm going to grab this one. And execute. Command completed successfully. So that one was built. And I should be able to, if I refresh, I could see my tables here. I don't really care about that right now. In fact, there it is. There's my student table. All right. Second, I'm going to come in and do the next one. I don't know what happened there. Copy. Paste, execute. So that one worked. I now have a student table and I have a course table. Let's put in the third one, which is our enrollment table. Okay. So I now have my 3 tables. This one will be refreshed in just a moment, so there'll be course, student, and enrollment. If I want to make sure, I can click the refresh button, bring it down again. Databases. Well, I'm not sure now where that is. Okay, shouldn't have done that probably. Databases. There it is, Contoso University tables. There's my 3 tables. All right. So I want to make sure, so I'm going to do another new query here, and I'm going to try to see if I can add all that stuff as it was done into here. Whoops. Copy. And we'll try to run this. 3 and 6, fine. Looks like it worked. Alright, I can double check. I can just bring up, view the data for courses. That looks good. I can view the data for enrollment. That looks good. And I can view the data for student. That looks good. Alright, so let me close all these. I don't need to save the queries, so don't save. Close this and don't save. All right, now hopefully, I can come into here, right mouse click on my site, choose Add, New Item, Data, AWD.NET Data Model, Contoso model. All right, click Add. From the database, I'm going to do a new connection. Well, let's hope this works. This new connection wondering if we were asked to save this with a certain name. Well, I'm going to try the same thing, which was about Contoso University context. All right, we're going to do new connection. All right, we're going to come into here, and I'm trying this now right off of what is in our handout. Keep that. Come in here. Local DB projects V13. Come in here and see if we can manually add Contoso University. Okay? And it is shown there. So good. Test. Succeeded. Click OK. Hot dog. Now, I like to save this information, so I'm both going to do a print screen here, and I'm going to save it in Paint. So I have it, plus, again, I like to do this. Let's see. I'm going to grab this. Just for now, I'm going to throw it inside of here. And I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to put that in here. There we go. All right. Now that I've done all this, and hopefully it is okay, I'm going to call this Contoso University context. Next. All right, I want all the tables. That's all I have. If I look in here, there's the 3. Click Finish. I should now get my data model that comes up. The models are generated from the database tables. At least I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. It's still spinning. All right. A couple little tricks from here. I can go and manually drag that up, or I can come in here and say, what is it? I think is it diagram? Layout diagram, and tell the system to try to lay it out for me. Well, I guess it doesn't mind that the way it is, so let's just put that one up here. All right, not fantastic, but it'll work. Okay, looks good. Actually, I can pull that way down. There we go. Plus, if I close that, let's do a file save all, and let's try to build the project. So, don't need to run it. I should be able to hopefully just do a build here if this comes back. All right, build solution. Now I'm perplexed here because when I've done this in the past, through all that, went through that, did that. Nothing got created in my models folder, which I don't understand, but this is in the views folder. Why would all that stuff be in views? Well, this is all the stuff that was created. Should be in there. I don't want to delete it. I want to move it. I don't know if it'll let me move it or not. Copy. Paste. Okay. I hate doing this because if somehow I screwed it up, I'll lose all this stuff. So what I like to do is come in here and add a folder. That I just called junk. Probably what I should have done in the first place. Okay. All right. Now, in my models folder, this will take a second probably to come back. All right. So, in here, in models, I now have this. My context. There's my DB context file. I always get confused here because when I do it like this, for whatever reason, it doesn't. It originally showed me my models, but now I'm not seeing them. There they are. Okay. All right. So let's jump into the next lesson here. We've done all this and this. Create the web application and data models. So I did come through here and I made Contoso site. I added the entity framework. I did this. I've got these. So I've got that done. All right, generating the views. Which is the next section here. Using MVC entity framework and ASP.NET scaffolding, you can create a web app. Yes, that's what we want to do. So, to maintain consistency in your project, you'll have to add a new controller to the existing controllers folder. So in there right now, I've got a home controller. So I want to right mouse click on my controllers, choose add, new scaffolded item. I want to select the MVC5 controller with views using entity framework. Click add. For the model class here, I want to select student. For the Contoso site. All right. And let's see. For the context class, again, the junk one, I'm sorry, I should just remove that, but I will eventually. So do that. Keep the controller name as student's controller. Click add. It says if you receive an error because you did not build the project, it says there was an error. Unable to retrieve the metadata. Unable to load. Well, it is here. There is student. Let's cancel this. Double check and make sure these all look okay. Okay. So does that. As far as I can tell, they all look okay. This is the problem that I've had when I come through here and try to work with this stuff and work with it doing the database first. So when we do this in class, I plan on doing it with the, in fact, just for the heck of it, I'm going to get rid of this junk folder. Or not. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to go to my junk folder here, which was the original, and I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to paste it. Alright, so now it should have been moved. Now it should be in the right place with the original stuff once that stops spinning. Alright, we'll try it again. No idea if it'll work or not. Let's close this. Right mouse click on here again. Right mouse click, add. Just going to choose controller, do it that way, this way. Now we only get the one student and the one model. Says there was an error running it. Getting to the type. Let's cancel. Let's try to do a build, rebuild solution, build solution. Now this isn't going to run if I run it because inside, well, it might. So let's just try to run that. That works fine, but my guess is if I go in here and I go to student, I don't think I have a student. Yeah, it's not letting me create a student. Receive an error, maybe because you did not build the project. I did. But it's not allowing me to do this. Controllers, add, controller, MVC with entity framework, student, I think I'm going to get the same error here. Oh, it worked. Hot dog. Perform the same steps again. But with enrollments. So we now have students, so let's right mouse click, add controller. Now we will choose enrollment. Same thing, enrollments. Alright, so I have those two. So I have students and I have enrollment. They didn't say anything to do it for course. I will do it if I'm asked to. How's that? Alright. I'm already at 21 minutes. I'll stop and continue on in just a couple moments.